when you go through life's storms, and those storms are going to come. You can't run from them. You can't hide from them. The best way to get through a storm is step into it.
All right. Well, today we are here in episode 30, and we are with my friend Robin Foster and myself, Nate Kingsbury. And if I was to give a title to this, we kind of worked and talked through this. What's the title of this podcast would be My Thorn.
My Thorn.
With Robin Foster. And the idea is that Robin has dealt with a lot of things in her life, a condition that she's going to talk about here in a little bit. And she really looks at it like Paul, like a thorn in her side that she's had to deal with and work through in her life. And Robin is a special person in my life because she has great discernment. And I've watched her with her suffering and in your pain, but also I've seen you become very intimate with the Lord. Like you just have this ability, I think, as you've went through pain, you're leaning on the Lord a ton more.
Yeah.
And when you're speaking into my life, it's actually the words from the Lord.
Yeah.
So it's like in the midst of like your suffering, you are just so close to the Lord that it's like he's downloading things to you that he hasn't downloaded before, And so there's been something with that I've even asked the Lord, just before we even get in the podcast, like in the midst of deep suffering, those people that turn deeply to the Lord have this just intimate relationship with Jesus because he's who they have to rely on. And I'm excited to have this podcast with you and talk and just to share from your heart. And I know you've never done something like this before. I remember the first time I was on here, even when Nate and I were practicing once before we actually went live, and it's always scary. But what I want you to focus on is that people need to hear about this today.
Sure.
And I know the Lord is going to work and use you in a significant way as you just share from your heart. So I'm going to start with an easy question today.
Okay.
But you kind of, when I told you this question, you kind of made a face to me. So maybe it's not one, but tell me a little bit about your story, Robin, and how you came to know the Lord.
Well, I was raised in an atheist, loveless family. I'm from a small town, a farming town.
Okay.
Within this family, there was, I don't really have the word for it, but there was, they would do seances, things of this nature.
Wow.
I had a friend that I started to go over to her house and spend the night. And they said, well, next time you come, you have to bring dress clothes because we go to church. So that's how I started. I was the only member within my family that was going to church. I had been spoken to by the Lord when I was 7. I was saved from a very dangerous situation I was in. I did not know a parental love. And the Lord told me, run now. And I ran.
Yeah.
I ran. And this voice was a fatherly whisper, but it was pure love.
Oh, Robin. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never did. So fast forward, I goes to church with my friend, and here's this building you walk into, and I felt at home. I never felt at home.
Yeah.
And so that's where it started. From someone inviting me to church. I encourage people never take for granted inviting someone to church.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Robin, when you said that, my heart is just like, because you show so much love to me, you know what I mean? You show love to my wife, you show love, like that just comes easy for you. And to know that you didn't receive that kind of love is mine, but it blows my mind because the way you love people. Now, granted, you're tough sometimes. You'll say it. You'll say things how it is. You're not afraid to like say, "Hey, Nate, you're an idiot," or you know what I mean. You're not afraid to do things, but the love that you have is so genuine, and
Yes.
it amazes me even to know that. I kind of knew that a little bit from our conversations before, but not to the extent that was such a tough home life that you went through,
Yeah.
and the kind of mom that you are, and it's amazing. So
Well, I give what I did not receive.
yeah, yeah,
I give what I needed and did not receive.
yeah,
I give what I needed to grow and
mm-hmm.
did not receive.
Yeah,
So that is why
yeah,
I step into this. I embrace it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I want to say personally, thanks for loving me the way you've loved me in the midst of all that, and you're awesome. And I'm gonna ask a favor, even though I've never done this on a podcast before. Garrick, if there's a box of tissues over there on the top, if you can bring
Thank
that in
you.
over there just for
Yeah.
her. So I want to make sure, because I got a feeling as you go through this, there's going to be some emotion that comes out, and I want to make sure that you have some napkins or tissues there.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let me ask you another question. I had an opportunity to go on a mission trip with your husband and got to hang out with them, and I got to
I'm sorry.
I got to see the way that you guys torture one another. And they, when I was on this mission trip, Robin gave me this little scare. I don't even know what it was. Recording
Matt.
that I had to actually put on Jerry's bed when he was sleeping. So that when he laid on it while he was sleeping, it would remind Jerry, her husband, that, hey, I got you. And so they had this little joke going on all the time. But tell me how you met Jerry, how that kind of came about.
When I first met Jerry, I couldn't stand him. He was just no,
Yeah.
no,
When you first met him, you were like, no?
no.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought he was so gross.
Really?
I did. I just thought he was
Yeah.
so gross. And he was just arrogant
Okay.
and just walked in a way that I just wanted to just knock him over.
Okay.
I really just wanted to beat him up. And I was starting to fail. My health started to fail a little bit.
Yeah.
So his family threw a fundraiser for me.
Wow.
And through that, I got to see
Aw.
the real guy.
Aw.
He wasn't arrogant. He wasn't an idiot. That's a facade
Yeah.
that he would put on. Why someone would put on such an ugly facade, I don't know. Because it was disgusting. He thought I was such a standoff human.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how can she not want to talk to me? Look at you.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about Jerry is I've seen God grow in him.
Yeah.
Where the Lord, I see him stepping into places that I just see a very tender heart in him now. So it's kind of cool that as God has grown you closer to Christ, I've also seen God grow Jerry closer to the Lord, and just seeing the way he's stepping into things have been pretty awesome. So
Well, our first date, he walked into my house,
yeah.
and my Bible was always out on the table, and he went to sit down. I said, no, don't you do that. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
This house, we follow this.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing, don't sit down.
Yeah. Wow.
And he sat down.
Yeah. He actually will give you credit for his salvation, and that his reason for following the Lord is because of
Yeah.
to who you are. So like, it's kind of neat. You made a difference in your husband's life, and now look what he's doing. Like,
That was
look at
tough.
yeah.
Gotta be tough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. Well, we're going to go into some of these questions that are going to be really, hard, questions that you're willing to talk about. And a lot of people just know Robin as, hey, she's super nice, super kind. Sometimes she'll tell you how it is. But also a lot of people don't know what you're going through. They know that you're dealing with something, you know what I mean? But they don't know the extent of it. And we're going to kind of go into that today, and really want to encourage you to share from your heart. And, so we'll start off with this question. Tell me a little bit about your sickness that you've been battling for years, or your thorn that you would call. So,
I want to save you all the medical boringness,
okay.
all the words.
Yeah.
Started when I was 27.
Wow. Okay.
And
You're not allowed to ask how old a lady is, but we want to give me how many years maybe that's been.
I can't do math.
All right.
The brain surgery took that away from me.
Yeah, okay.
So I had a seizure. Somebody witnessed it. went in. Two masses the size of golf balls were
Wow.
removed out of my head. And when I woke up from the surgery, I didn't know who people were. I didn't know common sense things. I didn't know that you're supposed to wait until the car stops to open the door. I didn't know it. I didn't know that you don't put dog food in the refrigerator. I didn't even know what dog food was.
Wow.
It was a lot going through it. My percentages of coming out of it was extremely small. But as it was in intensive care, and I'm laying there, and I hear the doctors in the hallway talking with, I think, my family. The Holy Spirit whispered, "That's a lie."
The Holy Spirit did. Wow. Yeah. Oh.
And so I got through that. Oh, goodness. Took me about 18 months. And I was doing office work, and accounting was my job before this. And I came out with the inability to do math, to count money, to do anything of this nature. I could walk and speak at that time, but just everything else was gone. And go on a few years, and I started feeling the headaches again. Go back in, remove 2 more, a different area. Go back in again, 2 more, different area. One of the surgeries, I woke up, I couldn't speak. I couldn't walk. I could not chew for 4 years. I couldn't walk.
How, if you couldn't chew so did you have to eat it through like a straw, or you had to get blended food, or what? I'm just curious.
Early,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But then as I started to get past certain mile markers, I could swallow very soft things. I couldn't chew, say, a burger or a salad or chips. And I just could not. I would choke. A lot of choking. I could not walk unassisted.
Wow.
That was 4 years. I had a surgeon that was just an incredible man, and he took a risk on me. And he said, "I'm going to send you to this one doctor, and she has a treatment that I think you could use." And she sent me down to Florida for hyperbaric. I was down there, I don't know, it was 3 months, 5 months, I don't know. I ran out of money. And the doctor let me live with him and his family.
Wow.
I worked at the office, and I went down there in a wheelchair and came back like this.
Wow.
That was, I don't really remember the time framing of that. When I was 31, I was told, I had never thought to ask, what's my lifespan? What's my time frame? Never thought. And the surgeon said to me, "Well, I gave you to 45, 48 if you're lucky."
Wow.
I told no one.
You didn't even tell Jerry that?
No.
Wow.
I mean, in hindsight, I probably should have.
Yeah, I think you should have. Yeah.
But I didn't want the looks. I didn't want the watching every seizure. Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Is that the one? I didn't want that. And I just couldn't deal with that for myself.
I'm going to say something. I've seen you sometimes when you've got like sick or you've had a seizure, you're not doing good. You're also like, you want to help people's help, but you don't want people's pity, or you're very, like, I watch you in those times, and you only let a few people into those real moments because, why? I'm just curious.
Because it's a very raw, vulnerable state. I have been used. I have been not treated very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I have been not treated not very kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, given that, I have a small circle here
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
circle. And the circle, as I've gotten going through what I'm going through right now, has gotten very small.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to be friends with every person.
Yeah.
You only need a few.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And my circle is small. And I only share what I'm actually going through with very few. Because I don't want to be viewed like that. I don't allow it to define me.
Yeah. I've
Because
noticed
it's
that.
not me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be watched.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the oh, I'm so sorry. How are you feeling today?
Yeah. Get it.
You know how many people I want to throw a punch?
I know.
I can't even tell you. And so, given that,
Mm-hmm.
I keep it small.
Yeah.
I keep it real. When I have a couple people that I have that trust with, it's not just that I feel it. I ask the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and He whispers it to me.
Yeah.
If don't hear that about a person,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
I just don't.
How, this isn't a course in the questions that I have down, but it's just want to ask you, what was it like seeing, like, I know people say when they go through really challenging times, it's hard to see your kids. It's hard to see that, you know, they're caring for you. Your husband's reaching out to you, you know, they're trying to step in. What is it like knowing you're going through that and seeing your kids hurt, that you're going through what you're going through? I'm just curious.
I think I've gone through it for so long.
Yeah.
I'm kind of expected.
Yeah.
Seeing the hurt on Jerry's face is different.
Yeah.
He hasn't. It's one thing to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I go through.
Yeah.
These are the medical terms.
Yeah.
But recently we're going through it again.
Yeah.
And when the MRIs came back and he saw on the screen
Mm-hmm.
what was going on again, I felt I'd gotten through this. I felt I'm going to be 64. I've gotten past it.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It came up again.
Yeah.
And in a way that I can't be helped. Surgery cannot be done.
Yeah.
There is nothing that can't be done.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that on Jerry's face.
Yeah. Yeah. But it also makes you realize how much he loves you. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's always telling me
Yeah.
I'm ugly.
You guys do that. You guys got a weird way about yourself.
We
But
do.
the love that you guys
We
have
do.
is so beautiful.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, I'm gonna just, because I want to, I'm gonna just pray for a second, okay? All right. Dear God, I just pray for Robin right now, that just as she shares these emotions, that you just protect her health, God, that you just put your hand upon her. I know she really wanted to do this and was excited, but I just pray for your complete protection over her. I love you, Jesus, in your name. Amen.
I was not excited, by the way.
You weren't? You acted like you were all right about it. So
No.
well, I'm glad you're here. So thanks for being truthful. I wouldn't expect anything less. All right, let me ask you this other one. Explain to me what you're up against now with your illness and what the doctors are saying. You kind of did a little, you kind of went through a little bit, but maybe a little bit more.
Again, saving you all the boring legal stuff. I have 2 genetic anomalies in my brain because I'm an overachiever.
Yeah.
I'm going to have 2.
Wow.
And I had brainstem bleeds.
Okay.
And I knew something was going on. And I went to reach out to my original surgeon. And I don't know why he's not still practicing. He's probably 90, but I don't know. But I went to bed one night because I had just been having problems. And the Lord woke me up and said, go to the one you know. Well, this what I have is extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
And no one in my family had it.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew had a seizure. They found that he does.
Wow.
So he asked me to go to the specialist, who is a vascular anomaly specialist,
Mm-hmm.
just to give my history.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, nobody in the family has it. And so I did. And when the Lord woke me up and said, go to the one you know,
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was it.
Yeah.
So I called, I left my phone number. The secretary said, we don't have any openings until January.
Mm.
In the meantime, I had gotten a new phone number, and I couldn't figure out why I'm not calling May.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I didn't give them my new phone number.
Oh, okay.
So I called, and the doctor himself called me within an hour.
Wow.
So that's what started the everything rolling.
Yeah.
Found 2 bleeding masses on my brainstem, which is causing me to wobble, to walk like I'm drunk. No, I'm not. Folks, I'm not. And it's causing me a lot of pain. The pain is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
From the time of the testing for these specialists to find that until a few months ago, another test was done.
Mm-hmm.
The results came back on that. I had complete faith.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord was going to show up. He's going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
There's more. The wording is innumerable masses on the brainstem. That's where I'm at. So there's nothing that can be done.
Mm.
I mean, they can't touch that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wobble around. I have a lot of pain. I thought I would get more confused than I have, and I haven't. So I'm blessed with that.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's it like? Because there's other people that are going into a test like that, wanting God to show off, and then he doesn't. What was that like for you? That's just a real question. Like,
It took the air out of my lungs.
did it?
Yeah.
Because I know that people pray and they're like, listen, God, I need you to like act on my behalf. And they're going in with that hope, and it doesn't. It's like,
Yeah.
it's hard. A lot of people have experienced that, and
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So
I didn't. I don't get mad. I don't get angry. I don't shake my fist and why not. Really, my heart stance is why not.
yeah.
I'm strong. I have faith. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I see that about you. This kind of leads to my next question, kind of goes with it a little bit, but how does this condition affect your day-to-day life? Like, what does a day look like for you, Robin? Because people don't know. They know that you struggle. They know that some Sundays you come to church because you can. Sometimes you can't. I know even when we've invited you to our house, there's sometimes you can come over because it's a good day, and sometimes it's a bad day. What does that mean?
I'm never not in pain, ever. I have pain that I can deal with. I can't give you a scale. You know how you go to doctors and they say, oh, from a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
That's for amateurs. I'm sorry. No.
Unless you're a guy, because they're wimps. You know that.
You are. I know.
Okay, I know.
I when pain to me is a 10, it's when I'm crying and I can't do anything. To me, that's a 10. To other people, that would be, I'm going to the emergency room. But I'm used to that. That's my life. I walk in that. It hurts.
Does that mean you're laying down? Does that mean you're sitting? What does that mean? I'm just curious.
When it is at that point, the only thing I can do is to curl up on my very soft pillow and lay there. A lot of times I just rock. I rock in pain. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm rocking in pain. So a lot of that. They're trying to find pain management for me at this point. So I'm going through that process. The staggering that I do obviously is because of the blood on the brainstem, and we have a lot of safety precautions in my house.
Sorry, I'm smiling, but the other day you were walking with me and you were holding my arm, and I could see this lady looking at me like, why is this lady holding the pastor's arm? Almost felt like I had to explain it. Like, my friend is sick right now. She has a hard time and she loses her balance, but I was like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. Sorry. I just thought that was funny. Did you see that?
I see it all the time. All the time. I've been in stores where I'm walking like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I let it go. And sometimes someone will give me the look. And sometimes I'll say, Fireball is your friend.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I just say, I have brain tumors. It's easier to say brain tumors. Yeah. And that shuts.
So somebody will help you or walk with you. You'll grab a hold of them, and some random person, because that's neat. So yeah. Sorry, I changed your thought, but it was like, what does your day to day look like? You know what I mean? Just to go back to that.
So safety precautions. I don't go downstairs.
Okay.
So that means Jerry does all laundry. By the way, he's very, very good at it.
Yeah.
He's very good at it.
Jerry seems like a type of person that everything on him will have to match. Am I correct on that? Or
you have no idea.
Okay, I just bet you it is. Sorry, Jerry. He's gonna watch this later and he's gonna go, "Oh, I hate Nate."
I want you to pay attention to his socks, because his socks match his shoes.
All right. So funny. Sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
I do not take a shower if someone's not home.
Yeah.
I don't go out in the backyard unless someone's home, unless it's in the morning and I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
Jerry does the majority of the grocery shopping because it's just easier for him. It's not that I cannot walk in a store. It's not that. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
I can no longer push a shopping cart because the vibration of the cart on my hand throws me into a seizure.
Wow. Okay.
It's I'm that touchy.
Yeah. Even in church, there's been times where we've had different lights flash, and you said, "I can't right now." I remember there's been some moments where you've had that. Yeah. I remember one Sunday you had to leave because just the way it was flashing was throwing you off, So
when you did do we do the candlelight?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Something I was thinking about. So how hard is it to know? Because I know you're outgoing. You like people. You like to do things. And I know Jerry does too. Is it hard to be home? Like, when knowing that who you are is to go out, is that extremely difficult for you?
I have FOMO so bad.
Do you? I thought you would. Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
But then there's things that I really didn't want to do, and it's okay then.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's tough though. Let me give you another one. So has it been hard to serve like in the church and then have to pull back? Because I know we've talked about that. Because I know when you were at I think it was a church called, is it Friendship?
Yeah.
Something. You were super involved. You got involved here. It's who you are. You love greeter ministry and like helping first impressions. So what was it like to have to pull back? Because I know that you had to come to that.
It was the right choice.
Yeah.
I could no longer do it. I could no longer do it in the proper way. I could. It was time. Probably, honestly, it probably should have been done far sooner. Okay. We just couldn't find a person.
Yeah.
I thought it would be harder.
Really? Okay.
I did, but no. I feel I have so much peace about it. And who that we put in there, and just the group around us. I feel safe with that.
Yeah.
I feel good with that, and I'm so proud of her because she's doing such a good job.
I feel like she honors you well too.
Oh,
Like I watch her. I think she loves you. You know what I mean? Wants to honor you and respect that you ran that ministry for a while, and she wants to honor you in it. So I don't know if you noticed that, but I see that.
no,
You know, so she loves you. But it's probably hard when you're so involved in something and know that your limitations are that I have to, for the good of the ministry,
yeah,
but also for the good of my health, because of
yeah,
where I'm at, I have to pull back. And I remember when you told me that, I was like, oh, Robin, because I know deep down in your heart, that's just your heart, is to serve and to make a difference. And I think that's why you're on the podcast today too, is because you
it
just
was
want to make a
hard with the
difference.
food
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah.
These I cater,
Yeah.
and that's my comfort zone. I would rather go to an event and work it than to be in it because I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I have such a gift to bless others with
Yeah.
that it's been hard for me not to use that. So to have something like that taken away from me, so I just ask that when I can,
Yeah.
just let me. I don't got the legs,
Yeah.
but I will get people with legs.
Yeah. You did such a good job. I know I've been at a few weddings that you've done, and even I've had your little crispy treats. Especially the peanut butter ones are my favorite. But you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I
yeah.
love them. But I will say you have such a gift at that, and seeing you
Thank
at the
you.
different weddings, and I know that was hard for you, and I pray that, you know, when you are given those opportunities that you can step into that, because I know you love it. But I can't imagine what that would be like. And I'm sure there's many people that are listening today that are dealing with some sort of chronic situation that they are completely understanding what you're talking about and how
Sure.
hard that was for them. And I think that's why it's also significant that you're here today sharing, you know, and just sharing from your heart. Let me give you another one here. It says, this one gets to more of where kind of the Lord's working in this. It says, what have you learned from suffering, and what has the Lord taught you in it?
The biggest lesson is that in suffering, there's transformation. You can be in a place where the suffering itself is so heavy, but if you lean into that, the transformation is beautiful. I having this thorn that we talk about, it's has been a blessing for me. I know it sounds odd,
Yeah.
but it is. I've never said why. Because it's brought me to the level I am. It has taught me many things. It's taught me to let go of things that don't matter, embrace the blessings that do, embrace the stillness, that in the quiet and the stillness of the quiet is where the Lord speaks the loudest, and He works with you the loudest. And that's where I pretty much live. I live in that. And this thorn, it not only has transformed me, it's refined me. Like we said, I don't let it define me, it refined me. I just don't allow it to. Many people that are going to be watching this are going to be surprised. And because I don't present as I have this issue, I don't.
Yeah.
Because it's not me. It's not, it just has, it's something I have. Everyone has something. This is just my thing. It's just my thing. I've learned some things that are very valuable to me, that when you go through life storms, and those storms are going to come, you can't run from them. You can't hide from them. The best way to get through a storm is to step into it. And you and I talked about this. we can all put ourselves into a prison, whether it's health, personal, whether we're put into a prison, whether we choose a prison, whatever it is. But in this prison, to be obedient in our praising of the Lord is where others see, and they see you praising, and that is what brings others to the Lord. They want to see and be close to you and what you have, and that is when you can speak into them. If you don't have that, you can't speak into them, and that's extremely important given everything I've gone through. I had the ability, I had the gift to speak into my brother Mike, angry atheist. We all know them. We all know them. Very angry, very in your face. He was dying. I stepped into that, and he was saved.
Wow. Praise the Lord.
So even though I was in the prison that I was in, with just hearing the doctors tell me you have brainstem bleeds, in the midst of that storm, there was this.
You know, the other day you and I were talking on the phone, and we were talking about, I think it was Acts 16.
Yeah.
When Paul and Silas are in the prison and they're praising the Lord in the midst of, you know, and that was really ministering to you. So that makes sense. Like, just in your challenges and in your suffering, you know, you have praised the Lord. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. We're going for one of your major surgeries or your major tests where you had that big thing on your head and you had to not move and just lay on there for like 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And Nathan Bills and I came in to meet you, and the whole time we were there, like, Nate's like, man, you were in there forever. And I said, yeah, I was supposed to be ministering to Robin, and all she did was minister to me. Like, you're so amazing, Robin, how you care for people, man. Like, you sometimes I'm just amazed by how the Lord uses you to speak into my life, and I do believe it's because of that. Through your suffering, you've had such an intimate relationship with Jesus that the kind of talk that you have with him when you're laying in bed, curled over in pain, he's become your best friend. Yeah. He's become, and because of that, the way you speak into people's lives and the words that you even have had for me has been, I believe, directly from the Lord Almighty in these moments. And I think you know that, like, Jesus and you are close, you know.
That I told you that I was, before I even met you, I was praying for you.
That's awesome, right?
The Lord showed me a pastor that was, mine was all over the place, but to keep you calm. And then I walked in Stoney and I met you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. And a lot of things that you said has been so true. Let me give you this other one today, Robin. You've spoken into my life a number of times. You have a strong discerning gift. And what would you say that these challenging times, how it has got you closer to Jesus? Because I think people relate with that in these challenging. How would you say that you've got closer to Jesus from all this?
I have no choice.
What?
I have no choice.
You have no choice. Okay.
What's my other choice?
Yeah.
To go in a corner and cry, to give up, to be angry. No. Yeah. No. That is nothing that the Lord has turned me into. I was a hyperspastic little mess before all the surgeries. I was a mess. But this has made me be still. It's made me be quiet. It's made me not just hear, but listen. It's made me not just see, but perceive. Wow. And in that, that's where this bond and this tie that's so tight just gets tighter. It gets tighter and tighter because I'm not the person that's going to be in a corner.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you this other one here. What kind of encouragement would you give to people that are currently struggling with chronic conditions, or someone being told that they might not get better? What would you say to those people? And you can even look in the camera if you want, or you can just say it right from your heart right now. What would you say to them?
My friends, if you're in this season, and this season is dark, it's heavy. I get it. But look in it. Step out of your shoes and look at the blessing. It is heavy, yes, but it's not without a blessing. It's not without the sight that the Lord himself has called you to be his child. He's working with you. You may not have the answers you want. You may not get healed the way you want, but you will be healed the way he needs you to, for him, for his kingdom, for his glory at all times.
It's beautiful, Robin.
I've got a baby head. This is so sweet.
I know it falls. See, so you have hair to hold it. I have it just slides off. But anyway, so how have you seen Jesus show himself to you through these difficult times?
Everything I've said.
Yeah.
Everything I've said. Everything I've shared. Even with my head shaved and the staples, and through all the years, I've had surgeons, nurses, therapists that reach out to me. They ask me to go to families and to give them the patient point of view. I don't give medical advice. That's not me. But I do give practical. This is what your loved one is feeling. This is what the pain is. If they can't use their hand, then they can do this to the patient. A brain surgery, maybe they can't speak. I teach them, you don't need to use words. Just use vowels.
Yeah.
You will be understood with a vowel. So I did that for a year.
Wow.
There's so much that has been gifted. It's not done to me. It's been gifted to me that I use.
Yeah.
And that gift teaches. And not only that, because I can verbalize what I've been through, how I feel, the emotions, what's doing to my body and everything else, the doctors will speak to me also. So that's also a gift.
Yeah. I thought it was neat when you were saying that doctor brought you there for 3 months and then had you work in his office. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. And then the doctor that called you on the phone, because your phone, you gave him the wrong number, that he's trying, it sounds to me like that the Lord has also like put some people that are really have cared for you.
True.
I think that's a beautiful thing. That's just showing the Lord in those times too,
Yeah.
So this is kind of a different question. We're almost done with our time, and you've done an incredible job, by the way, and very clear. Like the Lord has given you the ability to not have any memory lapses or anything. You couldn't have said anything more beautifully, Robin. I just want to let you to know that. And that's the Lord, and I know what you deal with, and I want you just to be aware of that. That there's a reason for you here right now, and what you're saying. So I want you to know that. But what would you want to say to Jerry if you were to say something to him?
I went downstairs and I mixed up all your socks. They no longer are from gray to black.
So in other words, another little prank you had, Yeah. Okay, well, he's going to hear later. Well, he'll find out and then after, so that's great.
I love him.
You love him. Yeah. Yeah. He's been a good man, hasn't he? You got some great kids too, man. You're blessed, Robin.
Yeah.
And you got some really good friends. That inner circle that you have really loves you a lot.
You
know?
don't need a lot.
Yeah.
Don't need them all.
Yeah.
You don't need everyone to understand you.
Mm-hmm.
You just need the Lord to work within the ones you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
You know, Ryan's pretty cool.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She reminds me a lot of you, man. She's tough cookie, man.
Oh, she is.
I look at her sometimes and I'm like, what is it about you? You're just really cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I probably could like just hang with you. You're awesome. You know what I mean? She loves her mom, man.
Yeah.
So, Robin, I'm going to have you pray for everybody here in a second. I'm just going to kind of close out our podcast and say a few words to you, but just to give them a few things. Next week, in podcast 31, I believe it is next week, we're going to be talking with Pedro with his testimony. Pedro was actually going to be on today, and he's had some things in his family and job that he couldn't be on, and the Lord had this plan today, which I think it's so awesome how God works, you know. But Pedro will be on with us, sharing his story, getting really honest and raw with us about some of the things that he's went through and what the Lord has actually done in his life. Some upcoming events that we have this Friday. We have Good Friday service at 12, and we want to encourage you guys to come and bring people. It's going to be a great service. I've looked at the song list, and just it's going to be powerful. And then we have this event that we've already had, you know, the first day around 30 people come through, and we're expecting a lot more, but called the Road to Resurrection, and it's actually in the student center, and you just walk to like 10 different like tables, and it takes you through the road of what Jesus went through. And
that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And that's on Monday through Friday from 1 to 7. We want to encourage you guys to be a part of that. And then of course on April 5th is Resurrection Sunday. We're at 7 a.m. We're going to have a sunrise service where there'll be some food that you can eat. And Pastor Den, a guy in our church that runs BYF, will be running that. And at 9 and 11, I will be speaking for the Easter services. We want to encourage you to be a part of that. I want to remind you that to please share this on podcasts with your friends. Press follow and subscribe on either Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or YouTube. So that's going out, and God uses it from all of these different platforms. It's getting out. We're seeing our podcast community grow and grow. And I just want to encourage you personally there are a lot of people that will need to hear this, what Robin shared today. So I want to encourage you to share it with others, especially someone you know that are going through challenging times. This is going to minister to them. And I believe it is an actual ministry that Robin will have, that God will continue to give her, and that God's going to use her in her suffering to actually help other people. So I'm sure, because I know Robin, if you need prayer or if you need someone to talk to, Robin, if she's feeling better and having a good day, she'll want to encourage you. So,
very much.
So Robin, I want to say this again. I want to have you pray for people, the listeners today, just to kind of close our time. But I just want to say that you are a blessing to my life. I love you like your family. You're someone that has made an impact in my life. You're someone that speaks hard truth to me.
Yep.
You've also been a person that has cared for me in a very genuine, real, and true way. And I believe that your heart for Jesus is genuine and real and true. And when you speak to me, I feel like you're speaking for the Lord at times. I really do. I feel like because your intimate relationship. Now, you're still rough around the edges sometimes. You know what I mean? So sometimes you'll say something. I'll be like, how did you just say this and then this? But the reality is I do see the Lord in you, and I'm thankful that you're in my life. And when you are having good days, I find like I always want you and Jerry over at my house, because it's just, you're special to us. And when you mean a ton to us, and to my wife too, she loves you, man.
Yeah,
so,
we love you, Dad.
Yeah,
Both of you.
Yeah. So if you could, there's people listening today that they got a diagnosis. They're scared. You know, they don't know what to do. There's others that are having pains in their body and they're afraid to even go. You know what I mean? There's so many different scenarios. There's some that are dealing with depression, and they don't want to get out of their house, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with them and their body, but mentally they're in a place that's not good. Like
Yeah.
there's people that have Alzheimer's that can't remember things and they
Yeah.
struggle. And even I know you've spoken into some people
Mm-hmm.
that I've encouraged you with, and
Mm-hmm.
just to let them know that you understand, because you were times where you actually felt like you were having that, even though you weren't. You were just, it's the condition you went through. But if you could just pray for these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Father, we just come to you just openly, humbly, yet so boldly. And we just thank you. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your gift. We just thank you for you being the provider, the ultimate provider. Father, we thank you for being just our Father. You hold us. You lead us. Even though we hurt, even though we cry, even though we just ball up inside ourselves, some will not let others in. But Father, I just pray right now, that when they got that wall up, that you just find a way to knock that down and to come in. Let them open up and let you come in. It goes, oh, the transformation you will do will be just so beautiful. Father, I just pray for those out there that are struggling. You have a diagnosis that just takes the wind out of your lungs. And yes, it's hard, but I encourage that in those times it's okay to be scared. It's okay to tear up. It's okay to have fright. But also in that, for us to seek you. Because in that you are there. In that your hand is out. In that all we need to do is reach out and grab your hand. We don't need words. We don't need the words for the prayer. If we do not have them, you know the heart. And Father, I just pray for everyone who is going through times of struggles, that they just worship you. The obedience of worship just brings everyone close to you, and it shows everyone around you who their Lord is. And Father, I just thank you. I thank you already for the gift. No, you may not heal in the sense that others want to be healed. But Father, you are there. You are there in the darkness. You are there in the light. You are there encompassing them. There may be a storm that's raging around them, a wave that comes to engulf them. But Father, you are the strength. You are the power that will keep that storm at bay. We just thank you and we love you. We just thank you for all you are, all you will be, all you will do for us. And Father, we thank you for the blood of your Son, Jesus Christ, that we may come to you. Not only that we may come to you, that we may be at your table. And we give all praise and glory to you, Lord. In your Son's name, amen.
Amen. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. We're so glad that you're here.
If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself, but share it with a friend and help grow our podcast community.
We'd love to see you this Sunday at Stoney Church, services at 9 or 11 a.m.
We're dropping the next episode next Wednesday at 12 noon.
Hit subscribe so you don't miss it,
Join us then, and until next time, stay inspired.
and see you soon.